These are the 5 steps that you need to complete to get your life and health insurance license in your state. Step 1 is you've got to complete your pre-licensing course for your state in both life and health. I recommend that you get both, but if you're just selling Medicare, go get just your health license. If you're selling just life products, go get just your life insurance license. You can always get the other one later, but you need to focus on which test you're going to be using primarily. And the reason why I recommend both is because a lot of agents might end up selling an accidental death policy, which is considered a health product. You need your health license for it. Or you might be a Medicare come across somebody who needs life insurance and you need the life insurance license to do that. So that's why I recommend on getting both, but you can always go back and get one later. We have a course code that's going to help you get a discount on that course. Now, typically this course is about $200 for the course. We partner with a company to bring that cost down for our agents' initial investment to just $49 for all states except for California, where they have added on an additional part of their course, which makes it $55 for that course. We're going to tell you how to get that coded in this video. Step 2 is that you're going to need to allot time to study. One of the biggest mistakes I see with agents is that they come on board, they're super excited, but then it takes them 3 months to get their exam. And by that time, they've failed the course 3 or 4 times, and maybe they've wasted their time, their money, their energy. The data that we see is that if you come on and you spend 2 hours a day for 10 days going through your course, you should be able to get through that within that 10-day period. And we know that if you can do that in that 10-day period, you have an 80% chance of passing that state exam. If you go over 10 days, just the chance of you passing that exam with an 80% or above drop down to 60%. So it is really important that you get through this thing as fast as you can. I tell my agents, don't take a ton of notes. What you need to do is skim and read the chapters. Go take the practice exam at the end of each section. If you make an 80% or above, continue on. You're doing a good job. You only have to make a 70% on the final state exam. If you make less than 80%, go back, dig into what you missed a little bit because it'll tell you what you missed. Go back and dig into that section a little bit more. Make sure you understand it, then move on. The biggest portion of your state exam is going to come from your rules and regulations. So that's where you're going to spend a lot of time at. Most of the other sections have 1 or 2 questions on your state exam. So again, allot the time to study so that way you can actually go past this in the next 10 days. Step 3 is schedule your state exam. Now, some states do not allow you to schedule your exam until you've passed your course. Some states allow you to go ahead and schedule that. So if you want to put yourself kind of into a corner and say, hey, I'm going to schedule my exam that way it's done on the 12th day, and I know I got 10 days to study for my course, hey, good to go. Here in Tennessee, we use a company called Pearson VUE. You can go to Google and type in Department of Insurance for your state licensing requirements. And it'll pop up your state's page, Department of Insurance, and what testing facility that you might use to go get your state exam. They'll also tell you any additional steps. So we have step 3.5 here in Tennessee. Some other states like Florida have it as well, where you have to get your fingerprints taken care of. Some other states have citizenship affidavits like Georgia that you have to complete as well. So that step 3.5 is going to be getting fingerprints and or citizenship affidavit forms that you might have to fill out. It doesn't matter if you just got a background check a couple months ago and they fingerprinted you. They need fresh fingerprints from typically UPS or your state local police department will work. They'll tell you how to do that, but you can schedule that online through UPS. Again, follow that Department of Insurance link for your state and it'll tell you exactly what you need to do and where you can do that at. Step 4 is once you've passed your state exam, you're going to go to NIPR.com. And that stands for National Insurance Producers Registry. You're going to register as a new license for your resident state. And this website is also where you'll go if you decide you want to get licenses in other states. You go on there and you'll select non-resident license for those states that you're looking to obtain. You don't have to do an extra exam. You just pay that state's fee. Each state has their own fees. So once you've completed that, you're going to file for your state license and then you're pretty much done. It's going to take a couple of days for that to come back. Typically 7 to 14 days is what we see. I will say that if you have anything in your personal history going on, like DUIs, misdemeanors, that can hold up your license. So it's always a good idea. If you have anything in your criminal history or bankruptcies, charge-offs, etc., you might want to call the Department of Insurance in your state and discuss your background with the state to ensure that you can get a license. And just because you can get a license doesn't mean that you can get contracted with a company. For example, if you have back payments on child support, there are several companies who will not contract you, but you can get your insurance license. So just know that that may affect you differently in which each company you might represent. But if you can get an insurance license, there are companies that will allow you to sell. It just may not be all the companies that are available to you because you have those back child support payments. And then step 5, the last step would be, while you wait, start working with your mentor and going over your sales process, how to prospect, scripting, how to sell, what companies to sell, any tools you might have access to. We have all that available for agents here at Haven Financial Network, and that should be what you're working on next. And then lastly, to get that discount code and save $150 on your course, you're going to DM us New Agent, or you can go to newagent.gohfn.com as well to get a step on obtaining that course code. We wish you the best of luck.